Chicagoans, do you think you can't afford to get away this summer? Think again. It may just be possible. Today I'm talking to Kim Orlando, founder of TravelingMom.com. Kim, tell me about all these insider deals that are available that are going to save us money and get us out of town.
Well, you can get out of town. You're right. And there are deals everywhere. And I want to encourage families to take advantage of the deals that are out there because we have a busy year with our kids in school and running around, so summer vacation is the perfect time to just sort of pull out of that schedule, pull the family together, and do something. Just leave the house. You don't have to go far to have an enjoyable family vacation. I've teamed up with a couple of great companies to offer some tips on how to make all that happen. The first thing I would do is look for websites that do the work for you. Like my site, we offer free in the 50 states. We have free things to do in every state, including Illinois, and I love Chicago. There's tons to do there, including that really fun park downtown, the Millennial Park. It's wonderful. And I would also suggest that you look at deal sites. I like savings.com because they do the work for you by going and pulling deals from other deal providers and then providing their own exclusive deals on top of that. So they have a special deal day dedicated on June 21st to the Travel Savings Spotlight. It's all about travel savings with companies that you've heard of like Travelocity, Magellan's, Lonely Planet, bedandbreakfast.com. Deals all day long. You definitely want to log in and see what you can find there. And they're giving away a vacation worth $2,500. So, I mean, that's the best deal of all, right? Is just to win a vacation. Right, Bonnie?
Right, always. And tell me about TravelingMom.com. I checked your site, and I'm so impressed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Tell us more about this. This is exciting what you've got up there.
It's exciting because it is a website magazine type of thing where you can get a lot of information about, tips and places to go. But what I really love is the blogger network. And I have 3 bloggers in the Chicago area, including my editor. And the bloggers offer something specifically to moms. I mean, we don't come all in the same shape and size. We don't all travel the same way. Some of us have, grandkids. Some have kids in wheelchairs. Some have teenagers, babies. It's all different. So I've got a blogger to cover each of those areas that you could go to my site and relate to and get information that you could really use. And one of the bloggers, we do have a lot of budgets and deals and that kind of thing. And I was talking to her more about saving money, and she said, watch the food budget. Really be careful this summer of the food budget. You don't have to eat out for every single meal. Certainly you could go to somewhere like savings.com and get some coupons and that kind of thing, but you want to stay in a place where they have a refrigerator and a microwave so you can put your leftovers in there. You can go out and buy some lunch items and snack items. I like Hilton Garden Inn for that because all of their rooms have refrigerators and microwaves. So if you have kids who are big eaters like mine, they can snack all day. I don't have to run out and pay $5 for a bottle of water, that kind of thing. And at Hilton Garden Inn this summer, they have the great getaway package where they're giving 15% off of their bed and breakfast rate. And that means you get the room and you get a cook to order breakfast in the morning. And for me, I feel good about sending my kids off with a good hot breakfast, and I don't have to worry about breaking the bank with that. Another really cool thing about Hilton Garden Inn is that they have these garden sleep system beds where there are dials on each side of the mattress so you can adjust the firmness for the side of the mattress you're sleeping on. So that kind of eliminates some angst among my kids if they have to share a bed. If one wants, firm, one doesn't. So it's about keeping people happy, right?
Always.
Yeah.
And how can you get the kids involved in actually planning the trip?
That is a great question, and a great tip is to involve them. You just ask them, what is it you have in mind for this trip? Do a little, if you have a kid who likes research, my little kid does, he would actually look on the websites and find something interesting that he'd like to see. My older son probably wouldn't research. He would probably just want to go to the nearest electronics store, but we could do that too. I mean, if that's his idea of fun, do it. It's not going to hurt anything. But I just want to say, Bonnie, about the electronics, also don't be afraid to shut off the electronics for a day or an afternoon or something, because you'll get some grumbling, but it's worth it.
Oh, I definitely agree with you about that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are traveling with a family of all ages. You've got parents,
Yes.
You've got children, you've also got grandparents, and this is kind of a challenge. How do you keep everybody interested as far as getting along when they're traveling and involved?
Well, you're right. I mean, there is a big mix now. I mean, the family vacation could mean grandparents. Sometimes it's blended families, right? We have step families, a lot of different dynamics going on, and a lot of different expectations. I think you talk about expectations to begin with. You try to involve them in the planning. You have to be flexible. I mean, you have your own agenda too, and I think that, probably mom's agenda and dad's agenda has to be the most flexible of all. You have to be able to change a little bit and give and take, and that's going to make people the most happy. And don't expect everybody to be happy all the time just because you put all this time into the vacation. I mean, we're human. So there's going to be good days and there's going to be a couple of down days. But the main thing is don't let that stop you from going. Do it. Just go.
Well, I definitely recommend your Traveling Mom site. Kim's site has even recipes for granola and snacks, and her blogs from moms all over the nation. And some of the titles are Autism Traveling Mom, Adventure Traveling Mom. I see that you invite submissions for off the grid moms. So this sounds really interesting, very different. Thank you very much, Kim.
Thanks for having me, Bonnie.